Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have doubt, not what I'm about, have your cloud. If you're raining out, I keep making sound, go another round, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. Just tell me that I can't show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can't. Just tell me that I can't. Just tell me that I can't.
Woo! Alright, so I'm actually editing this intro right now. This video is really simple. That's just the intro for Tampa. This is a two-part video. We're going to fish in Tampa and we're going to fish in South Carolina. So today's video is fishing new ponds. And I was fishing at night right before dark. I went and explored and found a new pond in a suburb of Tampa, and I was catching them good. And so that's going to be the first part of this video. But then after that, we are going to go to South Carolina, and I've never even fished in South Carolina. We get up there, we buy a fishing license, and we just explore. So it was at night, right before dark. I was fishing in Tampa. The next morning, I drive up 5.5 hours-ish to South Carolina. It's actually not as bad of a drive as I thought. I mean, it sounds like a really far way away, but in reality, I drive about 5 hours to South Florida to fish in my videos. So it wasn't that bad. To fish 2 states away, for me, it really didn't feel that bad. But it did cost $100 or so in gas. Whew, that's a whole nother topic. But we drove up there and we fished and just explored new ponds in South Carolina, and we caught some fish as well. But that montage was just the Tampa part, so let's show Tampa's fish catches in its entirety, and then we'll head to South Carolina. All right, let's get back to the Tampa stuff. Got one. First cast. Oh, it's a good one. Holy cow. Absolute giant first cast. Holy cow. Oh, this is a big bass. First cast. Oh, shaking. I was not expecting that on the first cast. Oh, yeah, get up here. I like that. That's a good start right there. It's a cloudy day, which we don't get too many of those without it being rain. So the temperature is a few degrees cooler, so they might be biting. It looks like they're biting. So this is going to be one of those rare good July days right now. All right, let's get a release. Whoa. Woo! All right, there's more where that one came from. Sure hope so. Oh, an even bigger bass just moved. What? Let's get in there. Got one. Oh, another good one. Oh, it's good. It's a good one. It's a good one. Oh, he's trying to swim away. Get up over here. Oh, he threw my worm. That's number 2. He's a solid one. Definitely not as big as that first one, but he's feisty. Let's get him back in the water. 2, not bad so far. Woo! All right, on to number 3. We got to catch it more than 3. All right, where's my worm? So the bass aren't always up in this shallow part near the grass. just yet. Maybe because we have such good cloud coverage. A lot of times it's like as the sun's going down, which the sun is going down, but it's just not there yet. So I think it's because of the cloud coverage. The bass have moved up to these areas where they can feed a little sooner than they normally do, which might mean we have time to catch, a handful of bass. Got one. Swimming fast, whatever it is. Oh, it's a good one. It's a good one. He's just swimming fast. Oh yeah, he's pulling good. Oh, that's a really good one. Oh, that's a good one. He threw my worm. Oh, get over here. We need you. Oh. Yeah, that's a good one. Thanks. Well, we caught a monster. I don't think they get too much bigger than this right here. It's a good one. Got a little wet there. Was that number 3? The second one was, okay. First one was big. That one was a giant. Let's just keep going, right? This is all out of the same pond. Pretty big pond. Some might even call it a small lake, but it's a pond. And I wanted to catch 5. It's tough to catch 5 in a short amount of time this time of year down here in Florida in the heat. But because of the overcast and because it's about to be nighttime, I usually catch, 3 to like 6 on this big worm here, which is what they bite this time of year. And we're gonna see if we can beat that. We're gonna see if we can keep catching some big ones. So let's keep on keeping on. Yeah, let's do that. All right, so we got a new worm tied on. This one's got the neon blue tip, which actually I feel like catches them better, especially in these water colors here. But I haven't had luck with holding on to my worms. The bass have been throwing them, but hey, I guess it's worth it when you're catching these big ones. Oh. Got him. Oh, another big one. Another big one. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Ooh. Ooh, how big are you? Oh, it's another big one. Oh, he's fat. He's a fatty. Oh. Oh my goodness. That's my shoe, y'all. This thing is an absolute football. Can y'all see? That thing is a monster. I wonder how many big bass are in here. Let's try and find out. Let's keep it going. My line still feels solid, still feels good. It's not frayed up, but I think I might have to change it after the next bass regardless, just to play it safe. Yeah, I've caught like 4. Make that 5. And this looks like the 4th big one. Oh, he's running fast at me.
Oh yeah. I just caught your sister. Now all my pictures are gonna look the same. Another fatty. That's the fourth big one. All right.
All right, so that's the end of the Tampa part of this video. Like I said, the very next morning, we go fish in South Carolina. We drive up there. We start fishing in the afternoon. So my plan was, let me just give you a little heads up. My plan was to, like how I did a montage at the beginning of this for Tampa, I wanted to do that sort of thing for Tampa, South Carolina. I wanted to fish in Georgia, then maybe Jacksonville or Tallahassee on the way back. So I wanted to make a bunch of montages in just one video and just talk to you in between real quick and tell you what we're doing. And that's what my plan was. But my GoPro battery actually overheated to the point that it exploded in the camera. Luckily, the card is okay. The footage was okay. But we drove up to South Carolina, spent $100 and something in gas and stuff. Drove up there, bought a fishing license. We fished for, in the middle of the day, the worst time to fish when it's crazy hot. And we still catch a handful of bass just like we did in Tampa. And a surprise catch, which you will see shortly. And so we fish up in South Carolina. We catch some fish. We're exploring ponds. Everything's good. And then 3 something o'clock. So just the early afternoon. I have like 2.5 hours of footage. And then we are driving around in between. We only fished for a couple hours in South Carolina. I'll show you what we got. My plan was to fish there longer and fish right before dark like we did in Tampa. And hopefully the bite would get good and they would be biting, you know, while the baits were moving and all that. But since that didn't happen, oh well, I guess we'll have to go back to South Carolina another time. But y'all got to see what happens in South Carolina. So check this out. But before you do, if you're not subscribed, you know, you might want to like this video. I would appreciate it if you did. And subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a new video. All right, let's roll the South Carolina footage.
Oh, got one. All right, a South Carolina bass. Not a giant, but it is my first South Carolina bass. So let's get a release. Whew. Not very big, but I started down there and walked this stretch, and this entire stretch there's not like any vegetation at all, and every 10 feet there's a 4-foot carp. I haven't even seen bait fish. I haven't seen anything but turtles and big old carp. And this is a big lake, so I'm like, there's got to be bass in here, but it's just wide open, whole lot of nothing. And then we came to this right here, and it's just a bush, but there is some arrowheads, a little bit of vegetation along this edge right here, and I think there's even a stick in the water underneath. And it's the first spot that we've seen that's had anything at all. It's just been wide open bank, and we finally seen something, cast it right here, and got ourselves our first South Carolina bass. All right, actually past this there's only like another 20 yards to fish, but there is trees, so hopefully we'll cast over there and catch a fish. If not, we'll go to a new spot we're going to be exploring, so we got to find them. But this is as far as we can go, so we caught that one in crunch time. You know, if we got in a kayak and fished up against this and went around the corner, probably catch some fish. Unfortunately, from here we can only make a couple casts, and then we're just twiddling our fingers. Probably isn't the best place to fish in South Carolina, but Hey, we found something that holds a bass, so not a bad start. Not a bad start. Oh, I just got a nibble. Got him. Oh, it's bigger. It's bigger. Oh, man, as soon as I thought that was it, that was my last cast here. Keeping them down. Oh, yeah, that's a little bit bigger. Oh, he jumped. Oh, dang, he's got some fight in him. Get up out of here. Oh, man. Get out of there. Not bad. Not bad at all. Woo! So, that's kind of what I expected. Like, we're either going to catch something here in 3 or 4 casts, or we're not. And so that was like the 4th cast I made right here. And I was thinking, do I really want to keep fishing this stick bait slow, or do I want to go to another spot? We already caught something out of here. And then on that retrieve, all of a sudden, felt that bite. So perfect timing, last cast. I'm going to make one more cast, though, just in case, you know, there are more bass there. But I do think if I brought a kayak, this would be a nice little spot. Drop the kayak in and fish along this edge. And there's tons of houses and homes around this place. They all seem to have kayaks, so they may not all be fishing, but you know, people definitely get out in the kayaks out here. So that might be a future trip, maybe. I don't know. Now I'm gonna blur out the top so that you don't see where this is, but I love places like this that you're allowed to fish. You just have to catch and release, and don't remove the fish from the pond. So that's really cool, and it's cool to see they got this in South Carolina. In all of Florida, I think I've seen that sign like twice, and Florida is a big state. And this is only my 2nd pond I've visited in South Carolina, and we already found one. So I don't know if it's the norm, but it's pretty cool. And you can see it's a big body of water. So really cool, really cool. Yeah, we're definitely not starting, we're not fishing in the best times to fish. Oh, there's one. Oh, that's not a bad one. But I was saying we're not fishing in the best times to fish. But what I'm doing is I'm tossing in the shady areas and stuff, so that even though it's not the best time to fish, that's where they are, because it's a little bit cooler. All right, let's get them back in the water. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, that's actually the biggest one I've seen. I've seen a bunch of little 6 to maybe 10 inches. That sucker was a good 13 inches. That's not big, but biggest we've seen in here. The big ones might be out deep since it's so dang hot out here. But heck, we caught the biggest one we've seen so far. That's not bad. We'll take that. Alright, so we just caught it in the shade right up against all that vegetation, against those arrowheads. And I was going to keep it moving, but now I'm seeing there's like a stick in the water a little bit further past, and then there's a big tunnel out in the water. Probably can't see it, I have polarizing glasses on, but there's a tunnel coming out right there into deeper water, and there's shade in those tunnels and stuff. So there's like 3 things here that might make it so that there is a couple bass right here. So we're going to make at least a couple casts right here and see if we can't link up with another one. Alright, I'm gonna go to the other side because I can probably throw it the spot I want to a little better from the other direction. I'm not surprised the bass here. There's tons of bait fish right here. Got him. Oh, he's not very big. Woo. Woo. Stop it. Stop it. You're not listening. You're not listening. You're not listening. Come on, Pedro. Calm down, Pedro. Good, Pedro. All right. Number 2. I think that was the smaller one. Oh, jeez. I think I'm dehydrated, to be honest. Can't hold on to these fish. All right, let's get you back in there. All right, number 2. Oh, there's 2 small ones right there that just swam up. And there's a gator swimming away. So we got at least 3 small ones and 1 little medium one right here. So I think there is some more here, but I'm dying to drink some water. I've sweated so much today and I haven't been drinking water. So I'm gonna work my way back to the car, even though I think we just found some fish. Well, you don't see that every day. Someone left their tackle box out here. Hopefully they're coming back for it. I don't know how you could forget it. There's a little turtle over there. If he gets any closer to the land, I'm gonna go after him and see if I can catch him with my hands. Caught a turtle. That's a cool looking turtle. I'm not sure what that is exactly. Yellow. Bunch of yellow on them. Really cool. Get this off of there. There's some ones in here smaller than that. That is a cool looking turtle. We're gonna get a release on him though. You're free. That was pretty cool. I've been seeing so many turtles here in South Carolina that are small and they're not getting away from the bank, and I just keep thinking, man, these South Carolina turtles got to be the easiest turtles to catch. I bet you I could catch one easily. And it keeps going through my head. And I keep avoiding the temptation. But finally the temptation was just too strong. He's still right here. He's not too bright. So I found this little pond in this neighborhood, so we're gonna check it out. See if I can see any fish from here. Got one. Oh, it's a good one. Man, did you see that jump? That was crazy. He's pulling pretty good. He's not that big, but nice little bass. It might be a hair smaller than that second one we caught on the first pond, but not a bad one.
And like I said, the camera died in South Carolina, so kind of is what it is. I wanted to fish there multiple days and then go to Georgia, maybe fish Georgia multiple days, and then just hit Jacksonville or Tallahassee for a day or part of a day on the way back. But my goal was to catch 5 fish in each place that we went, and we did that. We did actually catch 5 fish in the heat of the day, so I actually think we would have caught them good in South Carolina if we would have got an earlier start, if we would have fished in the morning, and if we would have fished right before dark. Of course, that was the time we were driving, and then before it got dark, our GoPro like exploded. It swelled up and exploded, and I couldn't get it out of the GoPro, and so I just drove home. Eventually I did get it out of the GoPro, but and obviously the GoPro is fine. I'm filming with it now, so that's all good, but it kind of messed up the trip. It was $100-something for me to go up and fish South Carolina for a couple hours, and I didn't even know where I was going. I was just randomly pond hopping. But you know what? Those are kind of the most fun videos for me, when I just go somewhere completely new and just fish and try and catch them, try to figure them out. So that's what we did. That was today's video. Hope you all enjoyed it. We're out. Peace.